My ego waffles. I ain't trying to be aggressive, but people look at me like I'm an old man. I came back from resurrecting. They look at me like I came back from the dead, like it's Resident Evil. But they don't even understand that I'm actually more human than you ever can. This is why I'm what you call the ex-human. I'm just different. I'm artistically different. What's up again, Vince of Tommy X Turk, my Archpiece of Chaos, and this is going to be the last Dissida video, regrettably, until we get the game, the last character prediction, wish list, whatever you want to call it, character wish list or whatever you want to call that. And I think probably these two will be uploaded Thursday when I'm at work, so yeah, that too, but this is going to be the last one, and this is for the Final Fantasy 1 roster. Now, I thought it could be possible to actually put, the Red Mage and all the other, any of the other party member characters, but Warrior Light, even though technically Warrior Light is you, because you become Warrior Light, or player of Warrior, and, then you have a face for Dissida, since there's actually no main character, technically. But Garland was actually an established villain in Final Fantasy 1. So, with Warrior Light being the established version of the character in Final Fantasy 1, and, Garland being the villain, another neutral character that could possibly happen would be the either divide between Atos and Mayota. Though, I don't think Atos has a popular following, plus they already had the villain in Garland as well. So, and I don't think they're going to put the Archfiends of Chaos, because the Archfiends of Chaos are too big to be as regular characters. So, the regular character might be the surprising, because remember, the city had surprised us before. Shatara was actually not a main character in Final Fantasy XI. Even though it's an MMO, she was actually just the doctor. That's what Shatara was. And I think Yushitola has come to the same position as that, maybe not being a doctor, but she's not the main character of Final Fantasy XIV as well. So I think the spot would probably go to Mayota. Now, and why I say Mayota, we can have another marksman ability character as well, since there's not much of them. We need to have a range of a close range and long range fighting, that would break the mold of the other two Dissidias. And now, I think they can have you play two versions already. You could play the young version, the young, sexy version of Mayota, or the older glass eye version from 1, or the 14, or even the 14 version that they had. But Mayota was, Mayota's actually one of the other characters that stick out. Now, there is the King of Cornelia, but he's called the King of Cornelia. Mayota was actually the only other established character, besides Atos and Garland. And Mayota is actually neutral. Even though she only focuses on predictions and stuff like that, she's a witch, so she can use magic. She can use black mage stuff, so she would be able to throw the she'd be able to throw the hard thunders, hard fires, hard ice at you. And it would go good against I think it'd go good against anyone that's a close range fighter. So I don't see why we couldn't have Mayota as another character that they could throw in there. Now her moveset is most likely to be a purely magic base. Kind of like why Shitola and Shitaro, and I think the best party to throw her on would be an all-girl party like Shitaro and why Shitola. Because with all three of them, you could just pretty much sit back and just use your stuff unless they get close range. Now, if you want a good mix-up, I'd probably put Noctis in the place of why Shitola and have Shitaro and Mayota in a party. But I think it would be perfect if we could just add a little bit, different characters than we had in Dissida Duodecim, just to make sure all Final Fantasy games are included within the character roster of Dissida Inti. Now, I think my food is getting done, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. This will be uploaded Thursday during work, and may the crystal be with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff.